told you this would happen. Back in the north, I warned you, but you didn't care to hear. Well,
stream of right-wing talking points and diluted points. Oh, here's an example.
Well, where to even begin with this insanity? So let me start off factual before we get into Jeremy's maze of insanity. That David Depape, at least so far as we know, did indeed attack apparently someone close to Nancy Pelosi. He's been caught, and he, yes, was a big fan of conspiracy theories and apparently was very into these weirdo, anti-woke, geeks and gamers kind of content. He even apparently in one of his posts had Josiah Rises, and Josiah has been linked to Jeremy and Geeks and Gamers for a very long time. And their content for years and years is becoming more and more extreme, more and more right-wing, outright racist, very bigoted, and just incredibly distorted, and constantly pushes out conspiracy narratives. And to be fair, this video is slightly before this happened, where Jeremy is gloating over Twitter perhaps losing a lot of employees. So he's being caught in a double hypocrisy because, one, he said he wouldn't do that. He felt sorry for certain people losing their jobs, but apparently that time is gone. And apparently he's okay if Elon is starting to censor or suppress other people, for reasons.
Jobs, generally speaking, with the exception of people that have actively destroyed the careers and the reputations of others simply because those people didn't agree with the opinions being given. So they decided to ban people, put people on suspension. And of course, when those people are banned or when those people are...
Well, as far as I can tell, his only justification for why Elon will be censoring other people is they are weirdos. And that is it. And people are not allowed to defend themselves. That's right. Donald Trump, a billionaire, can't buy apparently television ads or radio ads. He has no way to communicate with other people. Neither does Jeremy. He too was part of this unjust persecution and had no way to communicate with people. Despite boasting he has a lot of YouTube channels with apparently massive subscribers, he is an innocent little lamb without any way to speak to other people when he's accused. So it's the usual delusional conspiracy nonsense with Jeremy. But the one thing I will say, to be fair, is yes, it's gone pretty crazy, fascist, racist, moronic, paranoid, and just insanely evil, hypocritical, and just a lot of lying nonsense. But he hasn't pushed the Kanye West button of being full-on anti-Semitic. So they're definitely pushing all these conspiracy theories about Trump, Biden, stolen elections, and even January 6th. That did not happen. There wasn't a fascist riot. It was all orchestrated by the CIA, apparently to frame Trump. And if you think he's going to pull back even in this video, no, he's going to go full on crazy.
Employees or 550 staffers. This is the greatest example of you get what you deserve. You can push your woke bullshit, you can push that silencing bullshit, but eventually it's going to catch up with you. And that seems to be what is happening based on this report right here, and I love it. Announcements were made due to individuals posting on social media, and then the next day, Frost comes out with this tweet right here, showing how completely tone deaf she is and how she clearly doesn't care about anyone but herself. So while
Frost saying a political opinion, bad, and if she gloats that people lost their jobs but not her, that's also bad. But when Jeremy does it, it's good because these people deserve it because they are woke-o weirdos. That's it. That's always going to be the answer. Whenever he's challenged or confronted with his racism or the media he sponsors, or even his co-hosts being caught pushing these incredibly insane conspiracy theories and encouraging mass violence. Not just once or twice, but all the time, whether it's Tim Pool or Nerdrotic or his other associates. Woko weirdo. That's always going to be the magic excuse he's going to pull to be like, excuse his pretty awful behavior. In the short term, yeah, definitely these people should be deplatformed and not allowed these forums because they don't deserve it. They're just being irresponsible. And they're putting out just constant lies, which is illegal. You cannot just slander. You can't just put out misrepresentations like this. That is actually illegal. So they've been violating the policies for a long time. And over the long term, it does raise a lot of troubling questions, legal and otherwise, of what are going to be the boundaries of free speech and free debate. Clearly, Geeks and Gamers have a long time ago pushed themselves out of anything we could call reasonable discourse into place. They're just constantly pushing out this paranoid stuff everywhere. But Admittedly, there is a small space for people to be very harsh towards Disney or Joe Biden or whoever, but not go on full on fascist crazy. And it'll be very hard to puzzle through who deserves to be allowed into the forum and who does not deserve. But I'm not exactly confident that Elon Musk is going to be a neutral person. And if these layoffs do happen, it's not going to be politically motivated. But I guess they're weirdos, so that's okay. Jeremy, an extremist weirdo? Nah, never. Never been extreme, never been a weirdo. And definitely never been a liar or hypocrite. Except the thousands of times he's been caught doing that.